Question 4, we have one of those questions that everyone loves when you look down at what you're asked to prove. Loads of m's. So as I said to you in class, you can call these whatever you want. I'm going to call this mass A and this mass B. So we'll just have to create our equations and find tension in terms of all the other variables, as you can see. So let's start with A. A, we have this tension. With two tensions here, two strings here attached to this one, just one on A and B. So A, mg, we're calling the mass A, so A times g. Let's assume that m goes down and the other two go up. So let's have acceleration going in this direction. Acceleration of B will be different. It's going to be B. So let's have our mass of big B. Let's have tension, which I forgot to put on A, tension, mg, which in this time is going to be big B times g, and acceleration is going to be small b. I could have called them C and D maybe if you wanted to make it less A's and B's. Then we have our big M, if you want to give it a circle or a square. Big M, two tensions, and the acceleration going down is going to be the average of the other two, A plus B over 2 be my acceleration. And we have M, big M, so no small m's to confuse it with, times g going down. So let's create some equations here. For A, we have T going up, T minus AG, mg is equal to M times A. For B, we have T minus BG is equal to M, which is big B, times A, which is small b. And for my big M, I have mg minus two t's are going in the other direction. 2t is equal to M, which is big M, times acceleration, which is A plus B over 2. So we can simplify the other two to get A plus B and then get A plus B over 2, but there's many ways to simplify these, but let's have a look at doing it this way. Small a is going to be equal to T, where we're dividing across by big A, T over A, minus AG over A, so just G. Dividing by B, if you want to write down what you're doing, dividing by A, dividing by B, we're going to get T over B minus g is equal to small b. So A plus B, if we look at it, it's T over A plus T over B minus 2g. That's A plus B. So if we divide both sides by 2 here to get A plus B over 2, we're going to get T over 2A plus T over 2B B minus G, so that's A plus B over 2. So let's see how that gives us up here. mg minus 2t is equal to m times A plus B over 2, which is this guy, which is T over 2A plus T over 2B minus g. So let's multiply this out. Maybe mg minus 2t is equal to mt over 2a plus mt over 2b minus mg. So there's another mg which we can bring over to the one on the left, so that's 2mg is equal to bring in the 2t to the right, 2t plus we have mt over 2a plus mt over 2b. So we have 3 fractions here. I might just do 2 fractions at a time and then bring back in the third one. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it. So let me just focus on factor out the t. That leaves m over 2a plus m over 2b. Simplify these algebraic fractions, we're going to get t times across the denominator will be 2a 2b and on top we're going to cross multiply to get m times 2b, m times 2b plus m times 2a. So that's going to be t times, I'll write it as the 2mb plus 2ma over 4ab, and there's a factor of 2 there in all of those, so that's going to be t times mb, dividing everything by 2, mb plus ma over 2ab. Look at all your algebra skills involved here, so let's write the whole thing out again. 2mg, bring in the 2mg down and the 2t down, is equal to 2t plus t times this guy. So I'm now going to bring together, I'm going to factor out t, and that's going to be times mb plus ma. Bit long-winded, but I think this is the easiest way to do it, just keeping it one simple step at a time. And then we're going to have a plus 2 in here for this 2t. And now creating another algebraic fraction. I know you could definitely do this a bit quicker, but I think I've practiced it, and this is the easiest way I see to do it. My new denominator is 2ab, 2ab times 1. Cross multiplying, I'm going to get mb plus ma plus 4ab. And now I have a single fraction that I can divide across by, or multiply across. First of all, I have 2mg here, so I'm going to multiply by 2ab to get 2mg times 2ab is equal to t times this whole expression here, these three things. So I can divide by those three things. I'm going to factor my m out of the first two, so it's m times a plus b plus 4ab is equal to t, and if we change back, we had a is equal to m1 and b is equal to m2. We're going to get 2 of my big M times g. Well, actually it's going to be a 4, isn't it? I have 2 2's in there. 4mg times, that's my 2, my m, my 2, my g, just times ab, so m1 m2, and I think they have the g at the end, so that's 4 big M m1 m2 times g. How ridiculous is this? Then we have m1 here and m2, so big M times m1 plus m2. Have you lost the will to live? 4ab is plus 4m1 m2. So let's see, does this match what they were looking for? 4m m1 m2g. We lost the question. 4m m1 m2g, the top line's correct, and then big M times m1 plus m2 plus 4m1 m2, big M times m1 plus m2 plus 4m1 m2, all correct. And I haven't done dimensional analysis with you yet, but we'll do that another day. So that's number 4.